welcome to another day of Start Your Day with Yay. Starting with the hat today, we have a great story to bring to you. So we did an advertisement for the medical transportation companies, and if you want to start earning $200 to $300 tax-free cash, call me today before arranging your next medical transport in Columbia County. Does this sound too good to be true? Watch our commercial we just did, and I'm going to explain it to you. Tax-free in Columbia County. All right, so listen, so what we got to go. It sounds too good to be true, correct? I actually got news for you. It's not. Today, we are going to give you examples and a brief overview of how the Medicaid scam works and pays real cash, gift cards, etc. So we've spent a couple days on the telephone going over this story, calling over all the medical transportation companies and trying to arrange rides, and we reached out to multiple companies. Did you realize there is 84 medical transportation companies servicing Columbia County, New York? You wonder why when you drive around you see a taxi here, a taxi there, you'll see some that probably shouldn't be on the road. You see the craziest things in our medical and taxi world here in Columbia County. So I'm going to go back into a little overview, and let me blow this up for a second here, and I'm going to show you how this system works. So if you go on to, when you want to order MAS website, and then hopefully you all can see this, I don't know how bright it is on there. When you log in to the MAS website online and you look for locations, New York State, we'll go to New York State, and we're going to go to the Hudson Valley region, which covers Columbia County. So give me a second here, it doesn't want to pop up as quickly as I said. All right, when you get into Hudson Valley Communications, it's reloading here, give it a second. There we go. And then we're going to go into Columbia County, New York. So give it a second. The internet is really slow, but Hudson always has problems. It's going to bring you up to the Columbia County, New York website. The first page is going to bring you directly to the Columbia County Board of Supervisors, the Columbia County official website. But we don't want that one. We want to go back. Then we want to go into the Columbia County Department of Social Services, which is the second link. And if you click on that one, you're going to notice it really doesn't exist. What it does, it brings you to Clinton County. So if you click on the Columbia County, it'll bring you to Clinton County Department of Social Services. But if you continue on this website and you try to find order transportation providers, Columbia County transportation providers, you click on that website. There is listed, it's a little slow, man, Hudson is really slow today. There is 84 medical transportation companies operating in Columbia County, servicing the medical transportation needs for non-emergency services, to methadone clinics, to doctor's appointments, to whatever your desire is that you want. And now we're going to tell you how the scam works. This is what we spent a lot of time on the phone yesterday. We made calls, we arranged transportation services. We managed to, if we wanted to make money, we could do that. But before I get that, you got to remember, the taxis versus delivery plates, we've been discussing this for a long time. The Hudson, New York Police Department has a law in place regulates the Hudson taxis, and the Greenport PD, also out of the Greenport Town Hall, have laws regulating the taxis. But they're so outdated, we might as well go back to horse and buggy days, and it's leaving no one accountable for the taxi regulations or the medical transportation needs in Columbia County. Nobody's regulating it. So this is how you can get away with this. Now, if you also go back into our thing, you remember that we had one of the taxi drivers had ran into Deputy Garvey, the K-9 deputy from the Columbia County Sheriff's Office, and suggested that we had called Lieutenant Wayne Lopez at the Columbia County Sheriff's Office on behalf of all the taxi companies to see if we can get the sheriff to start regulating what is going on and come to us, and we can show him what has been transpiring over the last few years. We even have a full-time sheriff's investigator working for DSS, Senior Investigator Dunsball, working full-time for the Columbia County Department of Social Services. So we have all this going on, not a single return call today. So we decided to do it ourselves. Let's just arrange this ourselves, and we're going to show you how it works. So yesterday, we had spent time on the phone, and we had wanted to arrange a medical transportation to multiple companies to a methadone clinic. Poughkeepsie we used Kingston, we used Albany, all as examples to set up our things. Now, if we were going 5 to 7 days a week to these methadone clinics, we can arrange with several of these medical transportation companies. If we get a hold of the owner, he will give us $200 to $300 cash in an envelope at the end of the week because he is overbilling on the medical transportation. And all we have to do is call MAS, reference, and I'm only using this one as an example. Let's just say Payless Car Limo Services. I call MAS. I say I would like to arrange medical transportation, and I'm requesting Payless Car Service to do my medical transportation for the week and setting up my schedule. Now I've already prearranged with Payless, and I'm only using Payless as an example. I've already arranged with Payless that, you know, I will reference you, but at the end of the week you're going to pay me $200 to $300 cash. Now they're billing well over $1,500, $2,000 a week. So to return $200 to $300 cash to you is easy. We've also done this, and we're going to use Payless again. We've also done this with other multiple companies. And some will offer you a gift card in exchange for the reference of using their company. And some will just, there's even one on this list that owns property in Lake George that we had found out about. And we had called them as a Columbia County, New York resident and to arrange medical transportation. They even offer us to use their Lake George address to bill Medicaid the farthest point to go to Poughkeepsie, even though we're in Columbia County. They'll come from Albany, pick us up in Columbia County, New York, drive us to a methadone clinic in Poughkeepsie, New York. They'll bill Medicaid from their Lake George address, because that's where our registered address is, while we're living in Columbia County, and they will pay us the difference in the Medicaid difference, a couple $100, $300, whatever you want. You can just pretty much ask for whatever you want out of some of these companies. Now, I've got to tell you, not all medical companies in Columbia County are operating this way. I know of 3 that are trying to just stay in business and do whatever they can to compete with the 84 other transportation companies, some of them which are in Columbia County doing the illegal activities, in Hudson, New York. You know, I'm not going to bring up the details and names, the conversations, some of the conversations we recorded. It's incredible. But then if you go into, and I'm going to show you this again, I got to find that one page. Give me a second. You go on to the Northern District of the United States Attorney's Office. You will see, and I'm trying to blow this up, hopefully everybody can see this. There has been ongoing investigations and multiple arrests, federal charges, conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud, offering conspiracy to pay bribes and kickbacks to Medicaid beneficiaries, state charges, grand larceny. There is a huge list of the problems going on here. Not one from Columbia County. Columbia County, New York is actually the breeding ground for the medical transportation fraud that's in the kickbacks that are going on within the state Medicaid system. DSS out of Columbia County Department of Social Services is not regulating it. So all of these committed to conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud, conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud, grand larceny, second degree, falsifying business records in the first degree, none of these are from Columbia County, New York. We have 84 companies offering medical transportation in Columbia County, New York. unregulated, free money, free gift cards, kickbacks of all sorts, using fake addresses so they can overbill Medicaid. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. It shouldn't take investigator Dunsball getting paid for it to do what we did and backtrack and arrange to make medical transportation company rides from different companies. There's 84 companies to pick from. $200 to $300. There's a company down here in Hudson, New York that's making well over $1 million off this medical transportation scam. And he's also paying kickbacks of $200 to $300 per customer that references his company for the medical transportation needs. But hey, if it's unregulated, Columbia County Sheriff David Bartlett doesn't want to do anything about it. The District Attorney Paul Schechter doesn't care about it unless it's a family court case. You are throwing away millions of dollars in Medicaid fraud all on the state of New York and the federal government. Not one case in Columbia County, New York. But yet, if you do what we did and backtrack our steps, you can arrange $200 to $300 in your pocket every week, tax-free money. So if you want to learn how to do it, give me a call. My number is 518-965-6667. I'll show you how to make $200 to $300 a week. It's illegal. They're getting away with it. So, that's our show today. I mean, the sheriff's office can do exactly what we did. They don't have the time or the patience or care about it. But you're paying that money. So, that's our show for today, guys. Don't forget, the muckraker needs to know